Greetings YouTube, Joe here with Culination Media, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. This is episode number 59, and in the last episode we beat Myra B. Unfortunately, we had to defeat the Shadow Nosepass that he was carrying on his team, and in this episode, we get ambushed as we leave the Outskirts Stand Diner, and it's by this guy named Willie, who has pink hair, and he's going to force us kind of to battle. He asks you, but if you say no, he just keeps asking the same question over and over again. If that happened in real life, I would punch somebody and just walk away if I didn't want to battle. I mean, I don't know, it just seems kind of rude. Anywho, those of you that have played or seen anything about Pokemon Coliseum, you will recognize this guy and this music as the first battle of that game. And when we do eventually get to Pokemon Coliseum, we'll start off with Willie and probably battle him a few times. Anyway, he starts off in this game with 2 Zigzagoons, much like he did in the Coliseum battle. And we have Ninetales, who's going for the Heat Wave, knocks out Zigzagoon, and it should knock out the other one too. So, oh yeah, critical hit, goodbye. So before they even get a chance to attack, both Zigzagoons are down. We also have Golbat, who's going to be doing Wing Attack, I think. Unless I misclicked, which I don't think I did. And to replace the 2 Zigzagoons, he's going to send out 2 of their evolved forms, Linoone. And these things are just kind of fast and annoying. They like to attack with moves like Fury Swipes and Headbutt, things like that. They do get stabbed from those moves, but they're not at a very high level, as you can see. I think 26. They go for the Flamethrower on the Linoone with full health. That's going to knock him out in one hit. They're not incredibly bulky or anything like that. This isn't that hard of a battle. If you have a fighting-type Pokemon, this battle will go by even faster because you can kill them. All of them in one hit, I guess. Alright, well, there goes the last Linoone. And that's going to be it for Mr. Willie. Willie. I love his hair. I think it's awesome. I got handed the loss. I still need seasoning. And he only gives us 260 Poké-Dollars. You are a cheap bastard. But yeah, you're tough. Real tough, kid. You stomped us good. So long as you're around or is still safe. Fabulous. Now we can actually leave and get out of the Outskirts Stand area. It seems like we've been there a while, even though we really haven't. Anyway, we're going to head on over to Phoenix City really fast, because there's a couple of things I wanted to do while we're here. And, first of all, let's go to the PC, and we're going to go into the Purifying Chamber. And it looks like we have a Pokemon that's almost ready to be purified, and that's going to be Lunatone. So we'll probably purify him in this episode or the next episode. We'll see. Okay, so we have this Togepi here. But I'm actually going to put Spearow in the normal type thingamajiggy. The normal type set. That was the word I was looking for. So we can stick Togepi in there and get him working. But I actually, if you notice, I stuck him in the in a different set because it had 4 Pokemon. Once we get another normal type Pokemon, I'll put him in the normal set. Yikes. I was really bad at explaining that. Alright, next thing you want to do is attack this guy's Castform and just talk to him. And it's going to give you Battle CD number 15, which is really weird that it's giving you a Battle CD. Hi, long time no see. You think my running style is more refined? I train my Castform like this every day. And he's just going to let you have that Battle CD, so that's cool, I guess. But that's something you just wouldn't really think to do. But for some reason or another, one day I did just walk up and talk to the Castform. And, yeah. Ended up getting that Battle CD for apparently no reason. Next up, we're headed on out to Gadian Port. And I was gonna say that we haven't been here in a while, but weren't we just here like 4 or 5 episodes ago? I lose track, honestly. Oh well, you want to go to the house to the left, or the bottom of the screen, with comparison to the part shop. And when you go in, you get greeted by the friend that we ran into the first time we were in Gadian Port with Jovi. And her mom is the one that emailed us and wants to interview us. And she actually will give you an interesting item after interviewing with her, and it does depend on the answers to the questions, which are just yes or no questions. But what you want to do is say yes to every question, because the other items that you get from giving no as your answers, you can find those items in other places. The only item that you can't find anywhere else in this game is the amulet coin, so that's why you want to say yes to every question to make sure that you can get all the items. And amulet coins are really useful anyway. You get double money. Yay! Alright, we're back in Pirate Town, and we have another battle CD to pick up over here, and it's in this house next to the jail that we haven't visited. And it's going to be right on this bookshelf right here. Second from the left. Do you like battle sims? You're way behind the times. The hottest thing going today has to be wild Pokemon. You've been to Pokespots? Oh wow, you're really up on things. Didn't you just say I was behind the times? I'm sorry about my son. I must say that I'm impressed that you're familiar with both battle sims and wild Pokemon. And basically he's just going to let you have this battle CD. And it's battle CD number 40. Woohoo! Alright, we're back in Rilgum Tower. And yes, we have more battle CDs to do because we've been picking up a bunch of them. And we have at least, what, 4 or 5? 3, 4, let's see, 5. We have plenty to do because I think some of these, I don't know if they're, yeah, at least battle CD number 40 is double-sided. So once we defeat that, we can do the other side, which is actually battle CD 41. I think that's how it goes. The other sides are still a different CD. Doesn't make a lot of sense. But anyway, let's start off with battle CD number 5. And I didn't even read the description on this one, but we're going to do it anyway. So we're amazing. Ah, yes, this is the one. Offense is the greatest defense. It's a single battle with unlimited turns, and the opponent is armed with a pretty awesome Medicham, I have to say. It knows Fire Punch, Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, and High Jump Kick, I believe. And then we're stuck with just a Blissey. And we know some interesting moves. I think Reflect, Egg Bomb, Protect, and then one other move. It might be Soft Boil, I'm not entirely sure. But basically, the problem becomes the only attack move that you know is Egg Bomb, and Blissey has next to no physical attack whatsoever. So it's going to be incredibly hard to knock out this Medicham, especially because Soft Boiled is the other move. Especially because Medicham also knows High Jump Kick, and with your awful defense, it's going to knock you out in one hit because it also has the super effective advantage. So what you want to do is allow Medicham to use his 3 punch moves, because even if they do hit you, it's not going to do anything to you, because your special defense with comparison to your physical defense is just so crazy high that it's really just not going to do any damage. As you can see, after he goes through all 3 of the elemental punches in sequence, on the 4th turn he's going to use High Jump Kick. Make sure you protect that, and when it misses because of you protecting, it also inflicts recoil damage to Medicham. As you'll see, kept going and crashed. And that's something that Jump Kick and High Jump Kick do. When they do miss, they inflict the amount of damage. I think it's half the amount of damage. I'm not sure what the actual figure is, but it's a percentage of the damage that they were going to inflict on you. And since your HP is so high, it just kills them in one hit. And that's all you have to do. It's not that hard of a battle CD at all. Only takes 4 turns, 1 Pokemon each. Not that bad. And we also get a Paralyze heal for our efforts, which really isn't going to help us at all. But whatever. It probably will help us because I get paralyzed all the time. Especially once we get into the last level of the game. I'm sure I'll get paralyzed a bunch of times. Alright. Well, dreams come true. Let's move on to Battle CD number 6. And let's see which one this is. Ah, yes. The opponent has just a Primeape, but we have a Sneasel, a Pikachu, and a Snorlax. The problem becomes, well, this Primeape can pretty much knock out your whole team. It knows Brick Break, which is super effective. It's actually quad super effective on Sneasel. It's super effective on Snorlax. And then it also knows Earthquake, which will be able to knock out Pikachu in one hit. And this Primeape is fast and has a lot of attack. So this thing is dangerous. So, how do we go about doing this? Well, our Sneasel is going to be faster than Primeape, so don't use Reflect. You want to go for the Icy Wind, because otherwise Sneasel, Sneasel's going to be the only one that's going to be faster than Primeape. You need Pikachu to be able to get an attack off, and if you don't use Icy Wind, Primeape is going to outspeed the Pikachu, and you're going to be screwed. So, Sneasel's going to get knocked out on the first turn after lowering Primeape's speed. Then you want to send out Pikachu next, not Snorlax, and you want to go for the Wish, which I believe in 2 turns will restore half of your Pokemon's HP, whichever Pokemon is out at the time. Obviously, it's not going to be Pikachu, it's not going to be Sneasel either because he got knocked out. It's going to be Snorlax, so he'll be able to absorb an extra turn's worth of damage, which is good news for us, right? So what you want to do is go for the Curse. Primeape's going to go for Brick Break. It's going to do a lot of damage, and you obviously won't be able to take another one of those. But go for the Curse. It's going to decrease your speed and increase both your attack and defense, so Brick Break is going to be doing less damage now. Wish is activated, and you get most of your health back. And he goes for a Brick Break. You want to go for another Curse to increase your attack and defense yet again with the expense of your speed, which doesn't matter because Primeape's going to be faster than you anyway. Now you can go for the Shadow Ball, and barring a critical hit, yes, no critical hit, Snorlax is barely going to survive that last Brick Break, and you can go for the Shadow Ball with your +2 attack, and Primeape has no chance to survive that, and down he goes. And that is how you beat that Battle CD, with some strategy. Hell yeah. And that sailor was pissed. I don't blame him. I mean, he was kind of against a handicap 3-on-1. Kinda not fair, but anyway, whatever. He had the type advantage. Okay, so we cleared Battle CD number 6, and for our efforts, we get, yay, an Ice Heal, an item that you legitimately just may not ever use, because freezing really just doesn't happen that often. Anyway, that's going to be the end of this episode, guys. In the next episode, we're going to continue on challenging the rest of the Battle CDs that we have left that are available to us, and we'll go from there. Thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for episode number 60. Game on!